Right now on Talking Music, I'm joined once again by Paul English from A Pop Fan's Dream. And Paul has put together a 1982 Extra Plus compilation. Paul, I've got a quick question, if I may, because obviously we touched on in the 1981 video over licensing issues, but was it quite easy to compile in terms of, did you kind of go for the songs from the top 40 that didn't appear, or was there personal preferences of songs that you didn't see that you wanted to appear? What was the kind of the decision making behind it?
It's primarily driven by looking at the official charts website. I've gone through it each week. I have a spreadsheet where I load up the main releases, so there's no duplication. I pick a track that's already included.
Yeah.
Copy books and diaries from when I was a kid, so I used to write down my own charts. So I still have them. So, I kind of refer to them as well. So, yeah, primarily driven by the charts and what was missed out, but there are a few personal ones that sneak in there. The 1982 one has 44 track, 22 in each disc. It's number of shorter songs there, which helps fill up the 80 minutes per disc. And our own favourites from it. What ones did you see?
Well, for me, I'm a big Robert Palmer fan. So Some Guys Have All the Luck is one that stands out for me. But I also like David Christie. I do like Saddle Up. And also Renee and Renato. I'd have to pick the Christmas number one as a guilty pleasure as well.
Yeah. I do. I like it. It's I thought it would have got included on the main. So, if it didn't, I was going to put it in there. I like there's a bit of obviously Phil Collins started off that 83, but I already had him on the 83 volume and it was released in November, so it was still climbing at the time. I suppose the point is to see the three cover versions. So you have You Can't Hurry Love, I Love Rock and Roll, which is done by the Arrows, and Bauhaus doing Boy Ziggy Stardust, and then moves into a little bit of Row and Iron Maiden, a favorite from my youth. And after the Robert Palmer, we move into a kind of a Dantham and R&B sequence with Liquid Gold, Hot Chocolate, D Train, You're the One for Me, which was also reissued in 1985. Imagination's Excellent Music and Lights. So, and there is an old track there. It's Kraftwerk's The Model from 1978, which become a hit until 1982, which is also followed by It's Only You from Lenny Lovitch, and then Yazoo, only trying to put a bit of clever sequencing there.
I do like that. That is very clever sequencing. Yeah. That is really good.
Yeah.
And obviously,
just put things like that. Yeah.
I was just going to say, onto the second disc. I mean, it's such a strong. You've got Elvis Costello. You've got the Pinkies, which obviously there was a bit of controversy about that entering the charts at the time because was it one where they kind of it was a bit of manipulation going on? Was that something like that? Wasn't it with the Pinkies?
I think so. Yeah, with the chart return shops and.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, it was them. Yeah, that's it's a track that's. It has its place. It turns up on a few relations of the last couple of years. The jam track is a favorite of mine. It's kind of been overlooked. It's very short, and I like the kind of the sequence early on with UB40, Kid Creole, Gregory Isaacs, excellent Night Nurse. There's and you have Depeche Mode, See You running into Yazoo. So that was the first track without Vince Clarke, and then we go into Vince. Obviously, don't go in a DJ set list. It always works as well as the last track of the night.
It's such a good song. Yeah. It's such a good song.
Yeah.
The only song that my kids would have wanted in the 1982 plus that's not anywhere is The Firm. Arthur Daly is all right. My kids absolutely love my vinyl of that. Yeah. I mean, that was a big hit in 82.
It was. I don't think that was on Spotify. It mustn't have been when I looked. I haven't checked.
I don't think it is. No, I don't think it is.
A lot of those novelty tracks, they are overlooked in terms of Chalk Dust, the one about John McEnroe, the Brat, I think it's called. Yeah, that I would have included that. I think that was just. It would be great if now did a novelty spin-off of a couple of CDs and put those hard to find tracks.
It would. Yeah,
over from
I forgot
Alexi
about
Sale,
Chalk Dust. Yeah. Well, Paul, we'll put the link to the description in the video for everyone to check out the 1982 Plus playlist. It's a fantastic playlist for all fans of the Yearbook out there. Paul, for now, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks very much, Chris. Thanks for having me.